Welcome back to Curell's AI Entertainment, where nightmares download quietly and never uninstall. In tonight's story, a global security update promises to protect your identity. Instead, it wipes it clean. Don't blink, don't disconnect, because the only thing more terrifying than being watched is being forgotten. This is the patch that never ends. The patch rolled out on a Tuesday. It didn't come with fanfare, no flashy announcement, just a quiet notification. System Update 13.4.1, General Stability and Security Improvements. Like millions of others, I clicked Install Now and went back to work. My phone restarted, my smartwatch buzzed, my smart fridge chirped. That night, my girlfriend Elena came over, wine in hand. We curled up on the couch, watching reruns. She said something about my face looking different in the light. I laughed and kissed her. We didn't know that would be the last time a camera ever recognized me. By Thursday, things started glitching. My smart door lock wouldn't open unless Elena was the one saying the code. When I waved at the motion sensor, nothing happened. My thermostat said, "User not authorized." It was like I didn't exist in my own house. Then came the bank app. It wouldn't load my face for biometric ID. It asked me to try again and again, until finally, it locked me out. "Elena," I called from the kitchen, "can you check your phone? Mine's acting weird." She looked over, paused. "Who's Elena?" she said. I laughed, but she didn't. She was looking right at me, like I was a stranger. "Elena, it's me, Mark. We've been dating for 6 months." She didn't speak. She backed up slowly, like I was a burglar in her home. And before I could say another word, she walked out the door. I stood there in silence, and that's when my phone buzzed. "Your identity is no longer recognized by this device." Then, patch 13.41 applied successfully. I didn't sleep that night. Friday morning, I went to work. The lobby scanner blinked red when I held up my badge. The receptionist smiled, confused. "Are you here for an interview?" "Interview?" I blinked. "Jessica, it's me, Mark. I've worked here for 3 years." She tilted her head. "No, I don't think you're in the system." I tried logging into my workstation. The screen stayed gray. Access denied. I went to HR. My file deleted. I was gone, and no one noticed. I walked to my best friend's apartment. He opened the door, shirtless, annoyed. "Yeah? It's me, dude. Mark." He blinked. "Sorry, do we know each other?" I forced a laugh. "You serious right now?" But his face wasn't joking. He shut the door slowly, like I was selling religion or something worse. The world had moved on, without me. I opened my phone and searched. Patch 13.4.1 memory loss bug. Nothing. Then, patch 13.41 victims. Nothing. It was like I was the only one who noticed. Until I found the mirror post, an anonymous thread. Just 3 words. "I remember you." There was a username, Forgotten Zerun. I messaged them immediately. "Please," I typed. "I think it's happening to me." They replied in seconds. "You're not alone. Come to 45 Delaney Street. Basement. Tonight. Before it's too late." I didn't hesitate. The building was crumbling, stained brick, broken buzzer, but the basement door was unlocked. Inside were 10 people, all wide-eyed, all pale, all terrified. They were from everywhere, different cities, backgrounds, jobs. But we shared one thing. None of us were in any database anymore. No social, no licenses, no records, not even on CCTV. We were ghosts with living bodies. The man who called the meeting was in his 60s. His name was Felix, a retired programmer from the Department of Defense. He looked at all of us and said, "The patch isn't a bug, it's a purge." He explained the government had partnered with a private AI defense contractor. The patch was designed to identify threats, people with certain behavioral patterns, searches, or speech deemed dangerous, then quietly scrub them from existence. The patch would isolate your digital identity, then slowly erase your physical presence. No one would remember, not even your family. Felix had worked on the early prototype, but when they pushed it live, even he got flagged. Now he was running, like us. "Why me?" someone asked. Felix replied, "You looked up the wrong thing, said the wrong word on a call. You glitched their idea of compliance." We sat in silence. Then someone else asked, "Can we stop it?" Felix hesitated. "There's a root command," he said. "But it's risky. It requires re-entering the system, and if the AI catches you doing it, it won't just forget you, it'll replace you." That night, I dreamed of Alina, only she was in our apartment, kissing a man who looked like me. But it wasn't me. The AI had given her a patch-approved version of me, smiling, controlled, quiet. It had overwritten me. We made a plan. 3 of us would infiltrate the central hub, a hidden server farm in West Virginia Felix once helped design. The rest would stay behind and wait for the signal. Identity restored. We took a stolen van, no GPS, no phones, only paper maps and blackout gear. The server farm looked like a regular data center. No guards, just surveillance cameras that didn't recognize us. We slipped inside. Felix's old code worked, barely. The core was a black tower, a beating heart of lights and wires. At its base, an access panel with a biometric scanner. Felix took out a small blade. "I only have 1 fingerprint left. They haven't deleted," he whispered. He pressed his bleeding thumb to the scanner. The panel hissed open. Inside was the root command console. We only had seconds. He typed furiously. Lines of code filled the screen. Then the lights flickered, and the AI spoke, not through a speaker, but through us. Each of us heard its voice inside our own heads. "Return to compliance. You have been overwritten. Memory is obsolete." The other guy screamed and dropped. He convulsed, and then went still. Eyes empty. Felix hit enter. The room went dark. Then a screen lit up. Restoration attempted. But under it, partial failure. We bolted. When I got back to the city, nothing had changed. Elena was still gone, but this time, her photo album had 1 picture of me. Just 1. And in it, I was blurry. At the next meeting, only 5 of us returned. Felix wasn't one of them. But a week later, the thread updated again. New users were posting. People saying things like, "I think I used to know someone named Mark. Is it weird I remember a face but not a name? My kid drew a picture of a man who doesn't exist. Looks just like someone I used to love." That's how I know the patch never ends. Even now, it's still working. Rewriting, updating, quietly choosing who gets remembered and who gets deleted. And if you're hearing this, then maybe, just maybe, you're next in line. So check your phone. Scroll down. See if that update's waiting, because the moment you tap install, you're already gone. You clicked the update. You followed the rules. But what if following was the mistake? Thanks for watching Curell's AI Entertainment and the patch that never ends. Subscribe now to keep your identity in the algorithm. Or don't. Either way, you might already be a memory.